What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Playing with Palettes, the series where I pick just a random palette from off a website and build something with it. Here we are standing in our creation from last time, our little ruins. I guess we're not standing in it, we're standing by it. Hold up, and here we are standing in our creation from last time, and welcome back again. We are excited to try something new. Let's get to it. All right, fam, y'all know the drill, right? Here we are, trusty Google giving us our random number generator. We have 1,148 pages. So today we're going to be on page 1,036. And then we got 21 columns, so we are going to go to column number 14 today. 14, baby. All right, so here we are, page 1,336. You can tell by up there. I don't know if you can see that, actually. That's awkward. Anyways, so we're here, 1,036. Okay, and then we need 14, so we got 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. Actually, I quite like this. Okay, I have an idea. We have an idea. Alright, so fairly simple. Dark oak block, dark oak plank, bricks, deep slate tiles, deep slate brick, and calcite. First off, I gotta say, just listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. I don't know, I really like the sound of those being placed. Anyways, but yeah, I think we have a fairly good idea of what to do. At least my brain does. We'll see if it translates well, but my brain has a fairly good idea of what to do, I think. So I did in fact have a good idea. At least I think I had a good idea. But seeing these blocks together, I immediately thought of doing like kind of just a simple cottage kind of house thing, right? And the great thing about this little cottage that I do is that it really is a copy and paste formula that you can have any type of block and make like a decent sized house. I think it's great for a beginning survivor build, and that's kind of the approach that I took from this is like, you're starting off in your survival world, what do you make, right? And so this is something that you can make as complicated or as simple as you want. And so while making this, it's a very, again, simple formula. And maybe I'll make like a simple tutorial on it because I love making cottages. I make these things all the time. But here, when I started working, an important thing about building in Minecraft is that you want depth, right? And that's one of the hardest things when you have just these very simple straight blocks, right? And so a lot of times you'll see when building that you'll put in like different layers of blocks, or like I did in the front here, right? You're gonna add some walls, you're gonna add some fences, you're gonna add some stairs and planks and stuff like that. And using these creates just a very simple way to add depth into your building without having to put like 3 layers of blocks on something. And then another thing I love to add in these cottages, I always add a chimney. One, they're great, like aesthetically, they add, again, that depth to the outside of your building, and then you also have a nice little decoration on the interior of your building. And then of course, using fireplaces, you get some movement that we don't get a lot in Minecraft. And bonus points again, if you're using this as like a survivor build, you can cook your food on it, right? And it won't burn your stuff down. I've learned it does not burn down wood, so which is awesome. So here I wanted to use a complementing block, dark oak wood, especially these darker woods, dark oak wood and spruce. Spruce is what I used here. It can really darken your building, so I highly recommend not using it. But since in this palette we had dark oak wood, I needed something to brighten up, and so spruce is a nice like complementary, I cannot say that word, it's a nice complement to dark oak wood because it's still kind of that darker tone, but it's a little bit lighter. Okay, so I think I need to explain about the fireplaces a little bit. I love using fireplaces. This is super impractical if you are using if you are doing this for like a survivor build, like first place build, like this is way too many resources. But I love using fireplaces because it just adds like so much detail and so much depth. And I love especially using it as like a ceiling slash kind of attic looking space, right? Because you just get these great lines going through that just like it makes it look like support beams, so it kind of adds this little bit of realism of it. And since it is kind of like a half slab, you get a little more whatchamacallit space on the bottom. So when you are doing interiors, the best thing you can do is just throw random stuff around. Like, there's literally no rhyme and reason to it. I love throwing down plants. I love throwing down chests and stuff like that. And as you see what I'm doing here, I'm dividing up the rooms. And that's one of the great things that you can do that'll help, one, make your building smaller, and two, if you're able to kind of divide these rooms, you're able to kind of allocate what these are for. So I use a lot of these rooms for storage. So like here, like this is just a very small storage room, and again, to brighten it up a little, we're gonna throw a little some guys, what are they called, plants. So you're gonna throw some plants in there to add some greenery and stuff like that. But like kind of allocating a room and being like, okay, this is gonna be my storage room, and then boom, you can just make it look nice with some chests. And then here I'm working on just kind of like a classic bedroom, right? This is where my bed's gonna be. This is where I'm gonna keep my weapons and my armor and yada yada yada, all that stuff. So here, while making the bed, I don't know why I was struggling with this so much. I was like, what the freak do I do? So I just threw some signs around it. It's, it's super simple, but it makes it look good. And of course, I'm adding some shelves to get a little bit more of that greenery. You could use chains to make it more of a kind of being held up by the ceiling. And then, of course, the leaves and stuff to make it nice and green and make it pop a little. And then while you're here, I messed up with the camera a little bit. Sorry about that, my friends. But while you're here, you're able to kind of sit down and kind of look at these like different things of where might I put some stuff, right? So here I have an armor stand for my armor. I'm gonna put my tools on the wall, yada yada. I got some maybe chests just for some like personal things here and all that stuff. So, roofs. Y'all, let's talk about roofs in Minecraft. Roofs are one of the worst things in the entire world. They suck. They're gonna look bad. It's hard to make a roof look good. Like, I'm just gonna say it straight out, And so, I was like, I'm not gonna even think that hard about it. Like a simple, just a roof or whatever this is called. It's gonna look bad. It's not gonna look the best, but you know what? It's gonna work. It's gonna be functional. And I was actually quite comforted because if you ever like drive around your city, look at the homes, y'all, the roofs are bad. Like, that's just, I think it's impossible to make a roof look good, It's just there to keep the rain out. So it's really not anything to be nice or anything like that. It's a roof. Roofs are just bad. We can try to get a little fancy with it. Personally, I have no idea how to be like fancy and make it look nice, but just a simple little A-frame roof looks good. So here again, I'm thinking this is kind of an attic, and I'm just allocating a space to this. So I'm thinking, okay, this is gonna be more storage space, right? Well, especially when you are playing survival Minecraft. If you're like me, you're a little bit of a hoarder, and you kind of keep a lot of resources that maybe you shouldn't. So you need a lot of space, right? And so I use that little platform as a way to create kind of space and put some chests on it. And then honestly, by the end of this build, I was getting kind of tired, and so the rest of this little attic area, I didn't know what to do, so I just threw up some shelves on the wall because I was like, I just don't know what to do here. And it is kind of hard. That's the downside of using fireplaces, since it is like kind of a half slab. You can't put anything on top of it. So you do create this kind of weird little area. So that's kind of the downside of using fireplaces. They look so cool though. It looks so cool. So yeah, that is our little cottage. My gosh. Again, to add some more depth, I just throw some bushes around. So here we are, all done with our whatchamacallit, our little cottage. I love building little cottages so much. I know it's so weird, but they're like so easy, and it's like a great place to start off to make things look good. And honestly, I think she kind of slays. I kind of love this. It's kind of boring, but you know what? I put a lot of time into the interior this time around. I don't know why. But, you know, I think it turned out pretty dang good. Got a little bedroom, got a little place for storage. We got another little place for storage. Up here in the attic, even more space for storage. I hate this. Y'all, I don't know what to do there. Anyways. But yeah, I think this is a great practical build. Of course, like, this isn't super practical. I mean, I'm using fireplaces for flooring, you know. But like a simple concept like this is a great way to start off with just like a simple build. It's not that complicated. There's no crazy shapes, no nothing like that. But you know, dang dude, I'm loving this. Oh, I love that. Chef's kiss. Mwah. Beautiful. But you know what? That comes to the end of our time here together. And thank you so much for watching and joining in on me with this. If you're liking these videos, please subscribe. It really helps the homie out, you know. And if you want, check out some of my other videos. I totally just stuttered there. Anyways, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful time. Be friendly, all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all later.